Before you leave, we'll get it right. Before you leave, Maury. One time, we'll get it right. Okay, maybe not. All right, it's time for a little bit of Friday Mac Attack with the young Mac Maury. I guess you're leaving next Friday, Maury, so this is our next to last Mac Attack?
We will get one more Friday Mac Attack. In person, that is.
Well, and yeah, maybe, perhaps there might be some future Mac Attacks down the road for us. Exactly. But in person, one more Friday Mac Attack. And this time around, without further ado, the draft subject, which Mac Maury was not allowed to choose today, based on his decision to abandon us and leave us for not-so-green pastures out in the middle of the country. The draft subject is the greatest traitors of all time. And Mac Maury, Belkay and I made an executive decision during the break that not only are you going to go first, you set the draft order today in honor of your leaving. So you could actually choose to go second or third if you wanted, but I assume that you'll go first, but you need to tell Bell and I who goes second and who goes last in the draft.
Bell, you're second. Sorry, Murph.
Okay.
That wasn't the way that it was supposed to go at all. You know what? You're going to get yours. No. That's fine. That's fine, Maury, because I have a feeling that you're going to get yours. The greatest traitors of all time. It's time for the 2024 Mac Attack Draft. Mr. Maury, go right ahead, sir.
Give me, honestly, I know you guys might be leaning towards a more close pick to home, but I am going to go with probably the greatest traitor in American history, or one of Benedict Arnold. Give me Benedict Arnold.
What a solid selection.
Yeah, Benedict Arnold.
Almost too easy.
Yeah, too easy. Trash.
Name synonymous with traitor. I just saw an episode on Fox Business is running these great shows with Kelsey Grammer about the history of the United States of America. And I just saw one of these episodes on Benedict Arnold, and Benedict Arnold was a very frustrated general in the American Revolution. Did not feel like he got his comeuppance or due, and then made the mistake, I don't know if you know this, Maury, of marrying a loyalist or a Tory.
Oh.
And part of the reason that he converted back over to the British side of things was because of that marriage. So it was really Benedict Arnold's wife.
It's always, come on. It's always.
It's always there's some saying about something or another being undefeated. I can't remember what the saying is, but maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get it one of these days. Bell, selection number 2, sir.
Actually, this one was pretty easy because it's kind of stuck in my craw since I saw the movie in the theater, and I'm going to go with Lando Calrissian.
That's actually...
And Mac's like, who's that?
Oh, is this?
That has solicited quite the reaction at Twin Creek. That's pretty good. Lando Calrissian. Would you like to explain for maybe those that don't know, Bell, what Lando did?
He turned Han Solo over to Darth Vader at Cloud City so that Darth could torture him into revealing where Luke Skywalker was.
Yeah, it's a very good friend. Kirby has maintained his silence long enough. He cannot contain himself. Kirby, you have a thought on this selection, sir?
It's a fictitious character. He does not exist.
Thank you, Kirby.
What has happened to the American youth?
What has happened to Friday Mac Attack, Kirby wants to know. This is not the Mac Attack that Kirby grew up with.
Sorry,
all right.
that counts.
Look, it's your draft, my friend. Your draft. All right, for the third selection in the first round of the 2024 draft, I'll be honest. When I initially found out that I was drafting third, I didn't think there was a chance that I would get this draft pick. And so I'm going to take a chance to suggest that maybe my draft pick is going to be available in round number 2. I strongly consider. I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. I strongly considered selecting Mac Maury in this position as the greatest traitor in all of history. It was a careful deliberation, but after much discussion with Team Murphy, I've decided instead of Mac Maury, I'm going to go with Lucifer. That's right, Beelzebub, the devil himself, who turned his back on the Lord, became a fallen angel, and became all things consumed with evil. So instead of Mac Maury, it was close.
It was close with Lucifer.
It was close. But I'm going to go with Lucifer in my number one.
How gracious of you.
That's
Thank
probably that's probably motivationed up your game there, Maury.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
you.
there's always an opportunity in KC. Maury. Mac Maury, round number 2.
So I'm looking up Traitors, not exactly a history buff. Benedict Arnold was easy. Knew that one. Got the number 1 pick. Felt like that was butter. But this one, doing some research, man, this one, if it weren't for the American aspect of Benedict Arnold, I might have taken this with the number 1 overall pick, and I'm getting it in the second round.
Fascinating.
Give me, and I'm going to pronounce this the way I read it. This could be completely wrong, and it probably is, so we can laugh at me.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't have many opportunities
we'll do
to
that
so.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Vidkun Quisling, Norway's traitor. In December 1939, fascist Norwegian politician Vidkun Quisling traveled to Berlin from Oslo for a secret meeting with Adolf Hitler. And he suggested to Hitler that the British were planning to move into Norway for their own strategic needs. And that basically started the invasion of Norway. Hitler had no idea that was happening. He turned on his people.
I can't believe that a person that I had never heard of moments ago didn't make your number 1, your first round selection. But he does appear second, right behind Benedict Arnold, in a list of notorious traitors that I just looked up on Google. So that's good. I'm just crapping all over you.
Notes, and that's pretty much what
crap all over you. Yeah. Bell, your second selection.
This one's pretty easy, though. There was another one I was going to take, but I'll continue with your biblical theme, and we'll go with Judas Iscariot.
Judas.
Yep, that was it. Nice.
I mean, come on.
Almost as bad as Mac Maury, but not quite. So Mac is wedged in between Lucifer and Judas Iscariot.
Right. And apparently, Vidkun Quisling is just less traitorous than Lucifer, but just a little more traitorous than Judas.
It's a tough one. This one's a tough one.
You guys are great. I'm going to miss this. Why would I leave?
For my second round selection, I'm going to go back to my theater roots. I was trained in classical theater, including Shakespearean theater. And Shakespeare, he had his dramas, his comedies, and then his historical dramas. And this would fall into the historical drama category when Julius Caesar looked to his former best friend and said, "Et tu, Brute, then fall Caesar." I'm going with Brutus, who betrayed Caesar and literally stabbed him in the back. I'm going with, much like Mac Maury has done to the entire Super Talk 99.7 WTN family, Brutus stabbed Caesar in the back. And this would make, Bell, you and I would be collectively Caesar in this scenario, along with Chris Hand and many, many other listeners. I don't want to leave the listeners out in this horrible betrayal that Mac Maury has engaged in over these last several weeks.
We should check the text, the members nutrition text line, and see if Jason is crying about Mac's betrayal.
Well, I can't imagine that he's not. I'm going to check that.
He just confirmed that he is.
Yeah,
of course he is. Yeah. Jason gave me a very heartfelt call today. It was very nice.
Mac Maury, let's continue down our journey of the greatest traitors in the history of all time. Your number 3 and final selection in this 2024 draft.
Whew, all right. Well, you know me. I'm gonna add a sports flair to this. Going to the NBA world. Going to the hardwood. For a second, I thought about Kevin Durant, one of my favorite players of all time. He left Oklahoma City Thunder to go to the 73-9 win Warriors team right after choking a 3-1 lead to them in the playoffs, then went to them the next year. I thought about that. That was close. He was loyal to OKC for almost 10 years. He gave it a shot. I'm going to go with the second best three-point shooter of all time, Ray Allen, leaving the Boston Celtics to go join LeBron James, who beat Boston, and he then went on to go hit an incredible shot for Miami in the finals. Give me Ray Allen.
It's a controversial selection in as much that many are questioning why you wouldn't just go LeBron James to begin with.
It's fair.
What the hell is that?
I know. Fair, but there it is. All right, in the minute and a half that we have left, Bel K, your final selection, sir.
Probably my single most favorite story of a turncoat trader, and that is the man who shot Jesse James, Robert Ford.
Oh, wow. I had not thought about that one. That's a great selection. No question. If anybody's never heard the story, you need to look it up because it's a good one. All right, so there's a lot of different ways that we could go at this point. I thought Samuel Mudd, he is the doctor that set John Wilkes Booth's leg after John Wilkes Booth broke his leg subsequent to the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. I thought about Jane Fonda. She was a traitor to us all. Kirby and I discussed Bo Bergdahl as a traitor. But with all of those selections in front of me as my final selection in the 2024 Trader Draft, I'm going to pick, what's your first name again, Mac?
Malachi.
Malachi Mori is my final selection.
Oh, perfect.
In the 2024 draft. He is a traitor to us all. He will be okay by me for another week. Once he leaves on Friday, he's dead to me forever. Kansas City can have him. Patrick Mahomes can have him. There it is. He is the final selection for me in the 2024 Trader Draft. I mean, there you have it.
You know, Patty already called me. He was, "Hey, Mac, can't wait to have you, man. You're great." I mean, he already gave me a call, so it's all good. The Swifties are happy. I mean, everyone's excited. So
I'm not kidding, Mac. I'm not kidding. Listen to me closely. Yes. I will give you $1,000 if you do that Patrick Mahomes impersonation to Patrick Mahomes on the air.
All the Swifties are like, "What's Cougar Chow?"
I'm in. I'm doing it. $1,000. I'll send you my Venmo.